Hello, this is Michelle Adshead with the 300-hour yoga teacher training, and this is my advanced asana assignment video. So I'll be doing all three in one video. I'm going to begin with an Nalamba Parsvankasa or extended side angle pose with a bind. So if we come into our warrior two pose first, so the back edge of our right leg is parallel with the back edge of the mat. We have a nice bend in the front knee where the knee is over the ankle and we're not straining the knee. The knee is neither out nor in, but tracking right over the toes. And we'll bend deeply into that front leg. Maybe we need to scoot the back leg out a little bit as we move into extended side angle. So maybe we begin by just sinking into the breath, tucking the pelvis under a little bit, really pulling up from the pelvic floor and cinching in that Uddiyana Bandha at the abdominal muscles to support our upper body, so that when we come forward, we're not sinking into our front arm onto this leg. So as we open up in the hips, there's this tuck in with the spine to support our torso. And then we'll reach the left arm under, the right arm behind, binding the hands, and I'll turn around so that you can see this. So left arm under or front arm under, right arm behind. You can clasp the hands or you can grab opposite wrist, spiraling open in the chest and feeling that nice long line in the side body. Inhaling and exhaling here. And to come out of this pose, we'll release the bind and spiral up to our warrior two. So that was bound side, extended side angle. The next pose that I chose to teach is lizard pose. One of my favorite hip openers. You might want some blocks here just in case. So from downward dog, let's come to our downward dog. We'll step the right leg forward on the outside of our right hand, toes spilling off the mat, knee directly over the ankle. And this may be where you land. So there's a nice extension through the back heel, and the back leg is lifted. Pressing away from the mat with our hands. This could be where you stay. If you'd like, you can drop your back knee and come to a low lizard. And if you're really feeling groovy, you can come down to your elbows, making sure that they're directly underneath the shoulders. You could also bring your blocks over here to make it more of a yin pose, and rest your elbows on your blocks, relaxing the shoulders down and away, and feeling that nice stretch in the hips. For a more advanced pose, you can keep your knee here, lift the back leg, and drop to the elbows, making sure that your spine is nice and long and that you have that nice energy going out through the back heel. And then you can come up, come back to downward dog for a counter pose, maybe walk pedaling out the feet before you come to the left side. My last asana for my advanced postures is supported shoulder stand. So I'm going to take a folded blanket, maybe even two. Let's see, where's I've got a pile over here. and placing them maybe 3/4 of the way down our mat. So our shoulders will be here on our blanket, our head will be on the mat. And when I'm teaching, I teach a beginner's class, so I decided to go with more of a beginner modification. So have your block handy to place underneath your sacrum. So we'll begin by lying back, again, head off your blankets, your shoulders are on here, your block is nearby, and I'll have my students lift their hips up, place the block underneath the sacrum, so not too high, not on the lower back, but right on the sacrum underneath the hips. And begin by curling one leg in and then the other, and then extending them up high. So we still get this lovely flow of blood in the reverse direction and lymphatic tissue in the reverse direction, bathing the brain in blood and promoting peace and calm in our practice. Inhale and exhale here. To come out of this pose, bend your knees towards your chest, remove your block, and slowly lower your hips down to the mat. And thank you for joining me.